opinion about the EU, if you have an opinion, whatever it is, positive, bad?
Well, I have a positive opinion about the European Union, and I really think that we need to focus ourselves, and our leaders have to focus themselves to go towards the European Union. We are not actually in a good phase when it comes to, even though we like to think that we are opening chapters to join the European Union, but we have a lot of the things to do. So from the other side, I think the European Union and leaders inside of her could help us a little bit more when it comes to education, when it comes to presenting us the good examples. I know that a lot of their roles is connected with our politicians and conversations with them to make some kind of declarative peace, if we can say like that, but I would really to see European Union investing in our education, schools, in youth, and in programs who are actually doing some things on the field. When I say that, that could be a little pessimistic from my side, but I saw a lot of the things theoretically have been done from the European side, but I would really like to see some changes and good examples and to show us how actually we can solve the things, because we have to know that inside of the European Union we also were having some kind of conflicts, etc., but they solve them in, for me, positive manners, so I would like to see something like that.
Tell me what your message is for the European Union politicians. Doesn't matter if it's the European Union Council or if it is the Parliament, but the people who are in charge of dealing with the Western Balkans. What would you recommend to them?
To avoid doing and talking about the things with gloves on their hands. We need to take them off. We don't need to always be so, I don't know is this the right word, but polite, and actually have some real conversations, and even, I wouldn't say take some or implement some sanctions or something similar to that. I know it's very controversial when we are talking about sanctions, etc., but less things doing in the gloves.
Reconciliation, what does it mean to you? And did it happen?
I could be honest. I don't know if we have enough time.
We have.
But I'm now part of peace building program and reconciliation. But I have to be honest and say that I was mostly against that, in a way that I saw a lot of organizations doing peace building things and not seeing any kind of progress. Like spending a lot of money, doing nothing. And it was like very unpredictable thing that I will end up in this inside of this program. But I think that I learned a lot of the things. I changed my mind. And I do see this program as a necessary thing right now. Not only in a professional level for me, because I like to be surrounded with different people from time to time, just like not to stuck inside of like-minded people. So I think we need that, but when we are talking about reconciliation and peace building, I really think that we also need to talk about the things in a real way, to really talk about our problems and to do things on field. Everything that is theoretical, it's not giving it the results. This is very frustrated from my side. So I'm picking the words.
It's important for the people to see that the youth is
I'm
also
picking the words because I don't know who is our audience. If I'm thinking about young people, that they are watching this, I would say engage yourself inside your community. Not only in this kind of and type of programs, but engage yourself to step out of the box, even though maybe sometimes it could look very scary, but just to meet the people. I witnessed the situations when it comes to money, when it comes to business, no one is having problems with doing the things with people who are different religion or ethnicity or etc. And we are so spinned with our politicians, but let's make something. Let's create businesses together. I think that's a good way how to reconciliate people.
I sense that you have a pretty much easy solution to all the problems that Bosnia and Herzegovina faces as a state.
I don't think that I am that smart, but I have this mission and purpose of my life, I decided that I want to stay in my hometown, and I'm emphasizing in my hometown,
Tuzla, isn't
Tuzla,
it?
because sometimes I have some things around the centralization inside of countries. And because I decided that, and maybe in some 5 years, I don't know, I will decide to have kids and something like that, I really need to do something inside of my community. And I'm doing that. I don't have a problem to say that I know that I made the change in the last 6 years, especially when it comes to women and their rights. For someone, that's baby steps. For me and for women that are attached to things that I am doing, I think I do a lot. And as I mentioned during our discussions inside, we do not have to be saviors of this world, and we do not have to do big things, but we need to do something, or we are irresponsible towards ourselves. And is it the life that you want?
From a youth perspective, where do you see, for the last question, Bosnia and Herzegovina in the upcoming 5 to 7 years? So where do you see Bosnia and Herzegovina in 2030? Last question.
Yeah, depends. Depends on a lot of the things, and maybe even from European Union and bigger power countries. I don't see that we are still on the bottom. So there is still some place to go there, but after we touch the bottom, I think we have to go up. I know that we are facing this problem of people who are leaving, even though they do not have financial problems or existing problems, but still they decide they want to leave. I'm not saying like general, but people that I know, because they do not have environment to succeed. And you have to have some reason, something that motivates you, that you can have some kind of progress in your life. So it depends when will be the pivotal point of that bottom thing that I was mentioning. But I see that something is happening when I'm thinking about the youth. I see them engaged in the things that they think are important, such as education, such as politics. I see a lot of young people who really like to contribute and love to contribute to politics inside of Bosnia and Herzegovina. And I see some new leaders right now. So in 5 years, I think they will grow. They will give the hand to the other people to also step on that chair. And I'm happy that I will be definitely a part of that in some way.